What up, you guys? Empress of Duality here. For those of you that are new or might not know, my name is Brooke. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the Love Vibe Tribe. My subscribers, my Love Vibe Tribe, you know how much I love and appreciate you guys. Thank you for all the abundance that you bring into my life, all the love that you share with me, all the support. I love you guys. If you are new, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you know every time I upload a new video and every time Danny and I go live for live mini readings, mainly on Friday night, sometimes Sunday. I invite you guys to come hang out, check out the tribe. This is a general reading for the sign of Capricorn today. Capricorn, hello and welcome. If my energy or these messages resonate with you guys, drop your girl a like. Really helps out my channel. Drop me some comments. Let me know how these messages resonate for you guys. Or if you have any questions at all when it comes to the twin flame journey or anything like that, drop those questions below and then I can get with spirit and see what I can come up with for you guys. I love building relationship with you guys, you know, hearing y'all's stories, supporting you guys. If you would like a personal reading for me, all of my offerings are in the description box below. I am a twin flame in union. I'm the divine masculine within my connection, and Danny from Northern Comfort Tarot is my divine feminine. Go check him out. We do have a special featured reading right now. I don't know how much longer it's going to be offered because we're turning it into a mentorship. But I invite you guys to consider investing in the journey to your awaited fate session / reading with Danny and I. The transformation and the messages that come through during these readings and sessions, spirit never ceases to amaze me. So I invite you guys to consider investing in the journey to your awaited fate. And with that being said, I think that's my spiel. What up, spirit? Let's fuck it up. Okay, so for those of you that are new, I start off with channeled messages straight from source, straight from spirit, and then I'll pull some cards. Capricorn. Oh, Capricorn. The energy is good. It's good. It's just doesn't, on a 3D level, 3D hasn't caught up with the 5D. And I'll just start off with the channel messages. Let's just get into it. So the first thing that I heard for you, Capricorn, was silent. And it's so funny, right before I started the video, I was tapping into your energy again, and my throat chakra was acting a fool. So, you know, if you got something that you need to say, you know, that your heart and your soul is calling you to say, or something that is persisting you, you know, I invite you to tell yourself that you are safe to speak your truth. You are safe to be authentic. You are safe to express your needs to other people as well. But then I heard retreating, running from emotions, stuck without answers. There's a lack of clarity that you're experiencing right now. And I think that's why the energy, like, it feels good, but there's also just like an annoyance about it. And I feel like that's because there's some clarity that you're seeking and you feel like spirit just isn't coming through. You can't figure out what to do, how to say what you need to say, whatever, right? But everything is happening for a reason. And then the last thing that I heard from you guys was numbing. I'm numbing. So some of you are completely avoiding your emotions, probably because they are they intense. Like, it's intense emotions, but it's also just like the purge right before the whole energy gets to shift in into what you have been creating. What have you been drawing towards you? The opportunities that you've been manifesting. What have you been manifesting, you know? But spirit said there is an opportunity before you, an opportunity to open your heart space and receive love. The last like 3 videos for Capricorn is like love is wants to play with you. Love is inviting you in. You know, there are people and circumstances with certain people and opportunities that are before you to open your heart space to receive love. And some of you could even have a lot of days where you feel drained or tired, and I feel like that's because sorry, the camera caught me off. Anyway, Some of you may feel like drained or fatigued. And I feel like that's because there's an imbalance in your energy. You must give, you must receive. You must give, you must take. And you give plenty of love, but you don't allow yourself to receive love due to some kind of self-worth issue, Capricorn. So the current circumstances, this is going to be for the Capricorns that like have a love interest, that have, you know, been playing with someone for a while now, and between you guys, the current circumstances have triggered a wound in limiting self-belief from a past relationship that you were in, Capricorn. And because you have been triggered, your ego is trying to protect you by telling you to run. And then I literally heard abandon ship. So then energy switched up a little bit and it said separation. I heard separation, and Spirit said, it is what appears to be a heartbreak that truly tests your faith, Capricorn. So whatever is going on with your current partner, like y'all are experiencing some challenges, you're experiencing some resistance, you're experiencing lower vibrational energy so that you can transmute it into energy that assists you, so that you can open space. You're being triggered so that old wounds can come up and finally be acknowledged and healed. But needless to say, there's just like the current circumstances between you and your person, it's just not the way that you would prefer it to be. For some of you, like, you're full-blown separated. For some of you, you're talking and now you're not talking. You know what I mean? Like, it's that kind of energy. But the separation, Capricorn, is happening for you. It's not happening to you. And I'm getting this energy for you guys where it's like, I've waited this whole time to open my heart to someone, and you were like dancing with this person, playing with this person, playing with opening your heart space with this person, and then like as you started to make progress forward, it was like boom, same old shit started to happen, same old triggers, same old emotional response patterns, you know, same old triggers and wounds and different layers to the same wound are coming up for you. So this is what Spirit has to say about the separation. It is what appears to be a heartbreak that truly tests your faith, Capricorn. Your commitment to yourself. Instead of indulging, instead of running, instead of falling back into old behavioral patterns, negative emotional response patterns, negative self-talk. Choosing love, Capricorn. Choosing faith in the unknown. Choosing to trust in Spirit that everything is happening for your highest good, and honoring the process, honoring the journey. Just because separation happens doesn't mean it's the end of the world. It's something that they want you to embrace and not think so negatively about. When it comes to your current situation with this person, they're wanting you to pull out of the negativity and, you know, refocus on what you do want. Pull out of the negative emotions, the abandonment, the worry, the limiting self-beliefs, the feelings of unworthiness. You know, it's almost like it's a test. It's like you've done all this work, you've done all this healing, you've been opening your heart chakra, and then something happens to trigger you to want to go back to your old ways. But since you've been doing that work, for some of you, it's like this battle between like, do I resist the temptation of going back to my old ways? Do I resist the temptation of going back to the old ways that I used to deal with things, the behaviors that I used to have, you know? And you're wanting, because of the separation, it triggered you. It triggers some pain. You're in pain, right? And, you know, you're wanting some relief from that. And your ego is telling you to go back down an old path, but your heart and soul are telling you to just have faith. Test of faith. And then the Spirit says, you think you've lost love, when in fact we cause the separation to open you up to the path of true love. Whatever you think you've lost, you've actually gained so much more. Trust us, dear one. Beautiful. Okay. That is the end of the channel messages for you guys. I thought they were really beautiful, and I think Spirit just wants to like assure you and like ask you to kind of like relax, tone it down a little bit. I feel like processing emotions hasn't been one of your strong suits, but the thing is, for most of us light workers, is the things that we think are our weaknesses that are actually our truest strength, and we get challenged and challenged and challenged in that same space with emotions. For you, processing emotions, we get challenged to process our emotions in a healthy way so that we can master our emotions, which is beautiful. And that's what you're doing, Capricorn. So with that being said, you guys, oh, I always go the wrong way. Let's get some cards for you guys and see what's going on. And since that was all about love, how do you not bring out the romance angels? I mean, also Capricorn, if any of you guys would like to join the Love Vibe Tribe group that Danny and I created on Facebook, you can find that in the description box below. We had been asked for many months to do some merchandise, so we also have merchandise that you can check out for the Love Vibe Tribe, for Empress of Duality and Northern Comfort Tarot. All of it's in the description box. I feel like my throat chakra was acting up for you guys because of the way that you speak about things. The way that you speak about your current situation, the way that you speak about yourself, it's very negative. It's very like pessimistic. Like instead of looking at your situation and trying to speak light of it, it's like, I lost him. He's never coming back. I do all this work and end up in the same position that I was in before I did the work. But it's different now, Capricorn. But your energy is different now. But you're learning. You evolved. You're learning to deal with emotions. So let's see. Messages for Capricorn, please. Messages of love, healing, and the utmost clarity for Capricorn. Messages to push Capricorn to the path that they truly desire. 2, 3, 2 more. 4, 5. Oh shit. Alrighty, Capricorn. Let's see what's good. Current energy. Wedding in reverse. Your commitment is being tested. Remember that? You remember that in the channel messages? Your commitment is being tested. Your commitment to yourself. Your commitment to all the negative self-talk and limiting self-beliefs that you have overcome, right? But, you know, you're still overcoming some other beliefs about yourself. But your commitment is being tested. Religious factors. I always take this as a card of Spirit really putting you in alignment with the path that is for your highest good, which came out in the channel messages as well. Even though the separation is something that you feel like is a heartbreak, it's really setting you up to be on the path and to align you with true love. Binding energy to your current person or situation. Can I make this shit up? Thank you, Spirit, for confirming. Oh. For yourself. I had a feeling that was going to come out. What's this one? Getting to know each other. Okay. So what's the overall energy here, please? Between Capricorn and their person, their current circumstances. The struggle is real for Capricorn. I can't make this shit up, y'all. Look at this. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life and true love. The overall fucking energy, you guys. Okay, Spirit is fucking on it today. Bottom of the deck, reconciliation. I'm trying to tell y'all, Spirit ain't setting y'all up. Spirit's not setting you up to be hurt, Capricorn. Spirit is on your side, but you have to have faith. You have to believe in the unknown. You have to believe in your ability to align yourself with what you have asked for, okay? So I'm going to read that one part one more time. I really thought these messages would be beautiful for you guys. You think you've lost love when in fact we cause the separation to open you up to the path of true love. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. New love, worth waiting for, true love. Whatever you think you've lost, you've actually gained so much more. Trust us. All right, beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. So let's get... okay, I'll do these. Messages for Capricorn, please. Messages of love, healing in the utmost clarity. These cards they're speaking to me. I'm just gonna wait. All right. I feel like 2 more. And 1 more. And I'm gonna split these too. I feel like I should split them. So we're fucking splitting them. All right. Spring. Okay. Dumb card. Not a dumb card. I'm sorry. Divine masculine in the reverse. Ooh, okay. And you know what, Capricorn? You know what you're being challenged with right now? Your mind space. The thoughts that you think hold so much energy that everything that you see in this world won't start off as a fucking thought. Just a thought, okay? And that's what your challenge is right now, Capricorn. You have, and I struggle with this too, okay? And I'm learning though. I'm getting so much better at when I do have that purge of lower vibrational energy and negative thoughts about myself and negative outlooks on my life and negative outlooks on my path, and you know what I mean? But you're learning to process emotions in a healthy way. You're learning to do that inventory in your mind space, cleaning out thoughts that no longer serve, you know, but running away from them, you're only pushing it down for it to come back up again. You know, you could really just this time deal with it, but you got that victim mentality. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you, Capricorn. I knew that card was going to come out. Okay. Grief at the bottom of the deck. So grief is what you're processing. The emotion that you're processing is grief. But to get to grief, grief is like the final emotion, the final layer. Okay. And to get to the grief, you have to go through all the thoughts and the emotional attachment to the thoughts, right? So you might feel angry, you might feel victimized, you might feel pessimistic, you might feel unworthy, you might want to give up, you might have lost hope, right? All of those different emotions, and it's just coming up to the surface. Allow it, right? There's a lot of retrogrades going on. I'm sure y'all all know that. All right, let's see what I get with these cards. Okay, I'm going to use these. And Capricorn, if this is your energy, I invite you to consider getting the Journey to Your Awaited Fate session so that we can, you know, Spirit likes to show us, when we do these sessions, Spirit likes to show us kind of like your behavioral pattern, your emotional pattern, your thought pattern, and show us, you know, the way that you process certain things, your reality. And they usually guide us to what is blocking you or moving or, you know, keeping you stuck in this lower vibrational energy, making you feel like you've just been like knocked out of your power, okay? And you know, there's a lot of healing that takes place too. And we also help you clear out your energy. We help you balance your energy. We bring in higher perspectives, you know. We channel messages personally for you, right? So if the channeled messages and, you know, the messages so far are resonating for you, but like you need more assistance, I invite you guys, you know, to ask for help, okay? You don't have to do this by yourself. You don't have to do it alone. And I feel like your mind space and the story that you tell about yourself and the story that you tell yourself about your current situation is just all based on fear right now. So let's see what's up with the Divine Masculine card in the reverse. Okay. Spirit, what do we need to know about the Divine Masculine card in the reverse? I feel like it's really just representing your mental space. Feeling left out in the cold. The Five of Pentacles. There's something that happened that, you know, maybe you've been blocked, or there's no more messages coming in from the person that you love, or and I'm really getting the message again to tell you that, Capricorn, it is okay to ask for help. You don't have to do it alone. But some of you have an issue with being vulnerable, with putting your walls down and allowing people to see the pain that you are in. Because you judge yourself for the pain that you're in. You judge yourself for hurting. And I'm going to need for y'all to come right up on in the chat tonight, because we're doing a live reading tonight. And listen, y'all need a reflection of how powerful you are, how strong you are. Y'all need to be inspired and loved and nurtured. And, you know, how do we do those things if we never learned how to do those things? How do we process emotions in a healthy way if we grew up around parents that, you know, drink alcohol to process their emotions, or lack of processing, avoiding their emotions, running from their emotions? That's just all you've seen all your life. And that's how you've dealt with things too. But it doesn't have to be that way. There are people that value you. There are people that love you. What you have to say, your story, what you've learned so far, it all matters. You are a divine piece of the puzzle, and the world would not be the same without you. That is how powerful you are. And if you can take this energy right here, when the fear comes up, when the doubt comes up, when the insecurity comes up, if you can just sit with it and say, I accept this energy. I accept that, you know, I don't feel good about how things are with my current love situation. You know, I feel like I continue to do this self-love and work, and I end up bound and in the same position. And, you know, I accept that. And I take responsibility for my own experience. I take responsibility for the separation that occurred with this person in my life, because on some level, you created it. You know what I mean? We co-create, but you create your experiences, and taking responsibility for it. Okay, so accept it as it is. You do not have to accept it as your truth, though. You have to acknowledge it. Your emotions want to be acknowledged. It's like a child. Think of that inner child inside of you that has emotions and thoughts about things that she doesn't really know how to deal with, right? Nurturing your inner child. So accepting it, but you don't have to accept it as true. Taking responsibility for your own thoughts and what you have created and what you are creating. Forgiving yourself for beating yourself up at times. Forgiving yourself for telling yourself that you're not enough, that you're not beautiful enough, that you're not smart enough, like whatever it may be. And then, you know, also forgiving other people for the part that they played. And then just moving yourself up the emotional scale, right? And if you go through this process that I'm explaining right now, after you get, after you forgive, take responsibility, accept, and then move yourself into a place of love and gratitude, Capricorn. If you can get to a place of gratitude and trust and faith in whatever this right here is, whatever this current situation is, if you can just get to a place of gratitude when it comes to it, you're going to see a huge shift in your energy and circumstances. Let's see what this Five of Pentacles is about. There you are. The Page of Pentacles in the reverse. I'll get one more. With the Sun, do you see what I mean? It's like I'm left out in the cold. There's separation. I'm blocked. I can't talk to the person I love. I'm in lower vibrational ass energy. Any offers that I may have received or thought I was going to see have been taken away from me. I don't feel motivated. I don't feel like doing, my normal everyday stuff. I don't really have energy, blah, 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 right? And then the Sun comes out. It's all happening for you. It really is. Sometimes Spirit helps us purge because we're not willing to release the things that don't serve us. And sometimes, like Nicole Peretti says, it feels like we're being dragged behind a bus. Like, it really feels like that. But it's the universe being love. It's the universe being compassionate and pushing it out of you because it wants to see you succeed, Capricorn, because you are worthy of so much. And the only limitations when it comes to what you can have and happiness is the only limitations that you place upon yourself. Okay? So let's see what Victim is about. Influencing energy. I'll take one more. Could be a Pisces that you're dealing with. Could be a Leo that you're dealing with. Yeah, you're experiencing your shadow energy. You're experiencing the contrast of your energy. And when this happens, it's a pain in the ass, yes. It just fucking sucks, okay? We feel like we have no control. And there's a reason for that. There's a reason that it feels like you don't have control over the current situation, or you don't have control over your own emotions. Because when Spirit challenges us, when Spirit blows the trumpet, and when we are backed into a corner, or when things aren't working, when we're not fulfilled, when we're not happy, when we're not feeling good, when we're not feeling motivated, that is exactly the motivation that inspires change. Why would we change if everything was working good? Why would we evolve if we had a way to be happy and fulfilled, right? That's what I'm getting with that. Let's see. Let's see what this fear is about right here. Your stability for some of you. Your stability is being challenged. The foundation that you stand on is being challenged. The world. Ending cycles, right? Starting a new cycle. But what would make this whole process easier is if you change your attitude, if you change your perspective, if even when the negative thoughts and shit, swords represent the mind space, right? Look at all these fucking swords. Even when the mind space is driving you like crazy, pulling in positive light energy, talking to yourself, building yourself up, saying your mantras, saying your affirmations. I'm worthy of love. I do not have to do anything to receive love in abundance. I am valuable. I do not have to prove myself to anyone. Just because of the way someone decided to show up in my life does not reflect the value that I hold. Just because someone couldn't show up the right way in my life doesn't doesn't validate my own worth. Four of Wands in the reverse. There's definitely, because some of you, I feel like maybe are considering getting divorced, but like you're afraid to go through with what your heart is calling you to do because your ego is kicking in and telling you that you're not going to have a stable foundation. You're not going to have a way to take care of yourself. And that's bullshit, just so you know. Okay? But definitely change your attitude, okay? And even in the midst of uncertainty, Capricorn, you can remain in faith, peace, and love, knowing that Spirit is always going to show up for you. Always. Okay? So that's what I got for you, Capricorn. If you would like any further assistance from me, you can check the description box down below. It's an honor to serve you guys. Thank you for letting me read for you all. I am going to pull a final message, and then let's see what your person actually has to say about this, Capricorn. Person that you're dealing with, what do you have to say to Capricorn about the current situation between you guys? This is with Jessica from Whispers of Grace Healing. This is the Soul to Soul deck. So when I use it, I like to call in the energy from the person that you're dealing with, their soul without any ego. Without any ego, their higher self, right? Soul to your soul, their soul to your soul. What do they have to say to you about the current situation between you two? What do you have to say, Capricorn, please? Okay, I can do that. Okay, taking out a shuffle. One more. Okay, two. One more. Okay. Let's see what we got for you, Capricorn. So, I feel like there's two groups. First group, second group. Let's see what it says. I've never met anyone like you. The way you present yourself is intoxicating. I want more. This separation, okay? This separation is eating at me. I miss the sound of your voice, the taste of your lips, and the softness of your skin. I think of this a lot when I'm alone. Second group. I feel you pulling away and it makes me want you more. I feel your love and it assures me to keep pushing forward. Thank you for believing in me. All right. And final message from Spirit. Final message for Capricorn, please. Final message for Capricorn, please, Spirit. Final messages for Capricorn. Ooh. Thank you. Time to go. The sun sets and rises each day, and it's the same with the avenues in your life. See the beauty within each sunset in your life, and know that the sun will also rise again tomorrow. Endings are merely the start of a new beginning, and we are with you through each phase and cycle. Beautiful. Perfect freaking card to end on. Thank you, Spirit. Beautiful, beautiful messages. Okay. Capricorn, that is it for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the messages. Let me know how they resonate. Don't forget to drop a like, share if you'd like. But everything I do it all for you guys. Sending you on nothing but love. Empress of Duality out.